Hey peeps! Oh, I look so sweaty. Sorry. I was doing laundry and stuff, and laundry shouldn't make you sweaty, but it does. I don't know why. Okay. So, I wanted to make a video. I don't know why I have my earphones in, because there's really no need. I wanted to make a video, just something real quick. It's not a note from the universe, obviously, because it's the weekend, and you don't get notes from the universe on the weekend. The universe likes their free time. It's his, hers, free time, whatever. So there's no note from the universe. I felt so violated yesterday because I made my video so early that I was just like, what the fuck? I have nothing to do for the rest of the day. Oh, I dropped the F-bomb. Whatever. So I wanted to talk a little bit about like my own food journey today, and just share with you guys like where I've been, how I've been doing. I'm still at 274.4, but for the past week or whatever, I've gone, like, you know, I went to a barbecue. Like, well, it wasn't a barbecue. It was a dinner at a friend's house. If you guys ever hear me talk about M, she's, like, my best friend in Pennsylvania. More like a sister, actually. And so I went to her house with her brother and his kids and her mom, and I was really bummed I didn't get to see her dad because he wasn't home. But it is what it is. So, you know, I had I had one beer there, and then I had just some barbecue food. Like, I think I had a steak and a hot dog or something, like, whatever. So I was happy that I actually maintained, because it means that there's some balance. But I guess I just wanted to put that out there because a couple of you are on, you know, health journeys. And whatever you call it, it's always a process. And what I used to do, and I realized I never talked about this because I was ashamed, but maybe it'll help some of you. I used to binge. The amounts of food, if I told you, you would literally be disgusted how much food I used to eat in one sitting. And literally, I would gain like 5 pounds in days. Literally. I went through the Jenny Craig experience, and that's when I started having the joint issues, which they still never figured out what was wrong with me. But I'm fine now, obviously. I can move and, you know, whatever. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. But, like, whatever. I can move and I'm good. I'm mobile and it's all good. While I was going through Jenny, it was rough because the accountability, you know? Like, you had to get on a scale in front of somebody every week. And it was difficult. But I did it, and I lost 50 pounds, and then I started binging, and I started gaining, and I gained all of it back. Well, all of it but 10 pounds. Gained almost all of it back. And, you know, for me, I almost gave up. And then I applied to be on the ranch. And then I went and actually, well, before that, wait, let me backtrack a little. When I used to binge, it was almost like I would be doing so well. Like, I would have a 5-pound weight loss in a week. And then I would go and binge because it was too much success. I don't deserve this success. I don't deserve to be proud of myself. I don't deserve to be fit. The weight still served a purpose for me. The weight always serves a purpose for you, in my opinion. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So you're always in this process of the weight serving a purpose for you, so when you start losing it, you start freaking out, and then you will binge or go through something. Now, for some of you, binging is not completely emotional. Like, for me, it's not actually completely emotional. And I wouldn't even say it's 99% emotional. I would say a good deal of it is addiction to certain foods. Like, I know if I start eating chocolate, it'll be a hot mess. Like, for real. And that was the first food that I ever actually binged on, was chocolate. I know certain foods I can handle because they're not that powerful for me. So there are going to be some of you that aren't going to be able to handle some foods that other people can with ease. And you should not beat yourself up over this. You should look at why you want those foods. Look at the emotional shit that's behind your binges or your cravings or whatever you want to call them. Look at the reason behind it, because there is one, and you need to know what it is so that you can get through it. Not around it, because there are no shortcuts. in my mind. There are no shortcuts. You actually have to figure out, why does the weight serve a purpose for me? What purpose does it serve? Why do I want this food? Is it purely, like right now in this moment, it's purely addiction. So it's the call of the wild beast that you're like, I feel like I'm going to die if I don't eat this food. And for some of you, that's going to be the case. And you may choose to indulge at times. But then you move on. See, what I used to do is I used to binge, and it was bad. It was really bad. Like, Entenmann's Ultimate Honey Buns, or there's whatever it is, the cinnamon rolls, the ultimate ones, like the blue box, I would eat all of those. And then I would eat probably about a half of a carton of ice cream. And then I would drink some chocolate milk. Then I would have some candy. And by the time I was done, I felt so sick. It was literally me acting out my anger on myself. Maybe not even anger. Honestly, just self-loathing. It was me telling myself you don't deserve happiness. It was me pushing every single friend that I had away. It was me not accepting feedback from my Jenny Craig consultants. It was me saying, no, fuck the world and fuck me. That's what it was. But after the binge, I would hate myself. Like bad self-talk, really bad, for a week, sometimes as much as a month. And that would keep me down, because I believe it stems from some of my abuse as a child. There was always somebody keeping me down. Even when there were others keeping me up, it was always kind of like, every time I would come home from school with something positive, I learned pretty quickly to start hiding that, because I was going to get my ass beat for being happy, because my grandmother wasn't. And it's hard to share that stuff. So, you guys don't have to, it's not, I'm good. I'm in a really good place right now. But it always stems from something. Some type of belief system. Either you can't do it, or why should you, or it comes from belief systems, and belief systems that we perpetuate because now we're old enough to say different. And now I finally believe that I deserve happiness. I deserve health. I want to survive. And damn it, I will. And if there's people that say that I can't do it or I shouldn't do it, I basically put my middle finger up to them. Like, no. I will succeed. Not you or anyone else on this planet's going to stop me. And when I reach goal, then I'm going to maintain. Why am I going to maintain? Oh, it might be hard. It might be difficult. I might not be able to do it. Fuck that. Fuck it. I don't care how hard it is. I'm worth it. And each and every one of you should believe the same thing. You're worth it. Your life means something. Maybe it doesn't mean something to you, but it means something to all the people that are in your life. And if for them alone, you should stick around. And I had to tell myself that. And I had to hear that from a couple of people that loved me. That love me. And I had to finally get out of my own way. And it was very, very difficult. Because the cycle of abuse that started very, very young for me, I continued. And it took me until I was sitting at that table at the Biggest Loser auditions and looking at a young woman named Lauren, whose husband had recently tried to kill himself. And she was angry about him trying to kill himself. And he turned to her one day and he said, "How can you hate me? You're doing the same thing. You're just doing it more slowly." And I looked at that woman's tears. And I knew in that moment that I didn't need the ranch. I mean, I was still planning on going if I got on it, which I didn't. But I would have given anything to have her go, even if it were in my place. Because she was still in that place where she wanted to die. And I'm not. And the choices that I make, I choose happiness. I choose health. And I'm damn sure going to keep choosing them. So when I get to my goal weight of 140 pounds, I'm going to do whatever it takes to stay within 5 pounds of that in either direction. If I see myself get over 5 pounds, I'm going to go back on to restricting myself. And there's going to be times around Christmas time, around Thanksgiving, where I'm going to eat what I want. I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to live life. However, I'm not going to let myself get out of control again. I'm not going to let myself binge. Because the binges didn't feel good. I felt sick afterwards. I felt literally like I wish I could make myself throw up. I don't have a gag reflex. I wish I could make myself throw up because I am sick right now. And I've done this to myself. And what made me even sicker was having to face the fact that I knew what it was going to do to me in the long run. But I was too scared to be healthy. I was too scared to let myself succeed. I couldn't get out of my own way, and now I have. And it may not last. I may not reach goal without backsliding a little. I don't expect to, because I know that I'm human. And I know that every time I do fall off, it's like Bob Harper said, it's not about how many times you fall down. It's about how many times you get the fuck back up. So every time you fall, look around you. There's going to be a lot of people on the floor with you. But are you going to be one of the ones that don't get up? Because I'm not. I'm going to keep getting up. And I'm going to keep allowing myself to be human and not perfect. And I'm going to allow myself to be okay with who I am. And I'm going to allow myself to love me for who I am. Because I am pretty fine if I do say so. But I know I got real heavy with this, and this is a really long vlog, but I'm probably not going to vlog tomorrow. So this is a twofer. We'll consider it that. At the end of the day, peeps, just love yourselves. Love yourselves for who you are right now. And Karen, I know you're on a weight journey, and I know you're on a health journey and stuff. Start every day by saying, I love me. I'm pretty fucking awesome. Because you are. And I love each and every one of you so much. And I care about your health. And I want you to succeed. And you will succeed. Unless you give up. But honestly, you're peeps. Peeps don't give up. Peeps get back up every time. Peeps keep trying. Because that's who we are. We go hard. Because we're street. So, I hope that this, even a portion of it, helped one of you. And I hope that you will get back up and continue to get back up because you are worth it. So, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna end this like right around 14 minutes, but I hope that wherever you are, that you're surrounded by love, even if it's your own love. Do something nice or say something nice to yourself today. And know that I love each and every one of you. I gotta get the mouse at the right place. There we go. Much love, and peep out.